As a former student journalist myself, and early career reporters, many of us are covering protests, boycotts,
Yeah,
civil rights actions. Do you have any practical guidance,
yeah.
any advice that you would offer to help us stay safe while doing our jobs?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Listen, I was on the streets of Ferguson covering protests in the early days of the Black Lives Matter movement. So many times, it is young journalists, Black journalists who are running to tell the story, courageously, and covering stories that many of us are living through. So I think first and foremost, in terms of advice, what I would say is to please take care of yourselves. These stories take a toll on us because we are also human beings trying to do a job, right? And so staying safe is of utmost priority, especially, if you are someone who is in independent media without the protection of an institution. That's so important. To keep in mind to have a plan for your safety. Make sure that someone, at least someone, if not more than one person, knows where you are, that there's somebody that somebody can contact, right? If for any reason you are detained. You need to, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of entry and exit points, whenever possible, maintaining a safe distance to be able to cover these stories, while also, thinking about the threats to your own safety. I know that that's not always possible. I know that it's tear gas and rapidly changing environments and all of that. But um, to the extent that you can, before you go into these situations, coming up with a plan is definitely, whether that's with your editors or whether that is availing yourself of sources like the International Women's Media Foundation, which has safety resources, the Committee to Protect Journalists, which also has resources, for journalists, because we know, I mean, increasingly, this is a consideration for journalists in this country, the kinds of considerations, frankly, that journalists covering wars, journalists covering conflicts in other countries have had to consider. These are the considerations that we are now having to make to do our job safely.